Damn it.
What? What's
that
up?
fake record, though.
Oh.
Can never see.
We're live, though.
We're live and we're alive.
Barely.
Barely.
We're barely there, guys.
What's
wrong? What's wrong with today?
Dude, it's fucking hot.
It's hot as hell.
It's hot. We want it to be winter.
I'm sweating.
Content's dry, if we're being honest.
So dry.
We gotta be. I have my sunglasses on like I'm ready to go. God damn. Ready to hop out of here. Carol, get the car ready, please.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Hey, get the Tesla running.
Thanks. Tesla. Dude.
What's up with that?
What, no Tesla yet?
If you guys are on YouTube, I got 2 beers going right now.
Can you see? Oh, yeah, you can.
I had one pregame.
You gotta chug that. That's easy chug right there. Damn. We're old.
I can't deep throw that shit.
We're old guys. We're old. Fuck.
Man, we're back. We're recording. It's been a long time, it feels like.
It always feels like. But these last couple of weeks in particular.
It's been crazy for me.
Yeah, you've been super
You've been busy, but I've been like busy.
I've been busy too, yeah. Lots
I'm
on my mind,
sick
man.
of driving, guys. Right now, recording this, this is between 2 of my 3 trips in 3 weekends in a row.
Yep, and you've driven all of them? You haven't flown?
Yeah.
Dude, you got to get those flight passes.
Dude, no one's sponsoring us.
I'm all about that Southwest.
No sponsors. Where's the sponsor?
Can you give us some tickets, Southwest? I mean,
hey. I'd gladly put a YouTube video up of my first class flight.
Dude, we'll put you on the pod. We'll write a script.
Southwest doesn't even have first class.
They don't?
No, they
Dude,
just
I haven't flown in a while.
They just have like A seating. You can go first.
Oh, and then they have that front row with all the leg room.
Yeah. But like everyone, you could pick that. Like if you were in the last group and no one's in that front row, you could sit there.
Shit.
So that's what's kind of cool about it. But also, everyone just pays for A. You can upgrade it. I'm like, I ain't paying $25 for that.
God, I'm having flashbacks to our old job. Why did you pay for this seat? It's only $15.
Seriously.
You said you wanted legroom. It was only $15 upgrade.
$15? Are you kidding me? Refund me my bill. Refund it.
I quit. I'm canceling your service.
Yeah, dude. I've drove all of them. I've put
the Toyota, man.
Yeah, dude. I've put like over 1,000 miles on the car in like 2 weeks.
That means you're gonna get a new car. You're going to the dealership when you get back, and you're gonna be like, "Hey, man, I need an upgrade."
Dude, I can't be riding this 10,000 miles on it.
It's 2019. I need a 2020.
Yeah. This weekend will be my last trip down to San Diego,
and then we'll be back to
normal.
Regular
dude.
programming.
We can actually hang out.
Yes.
We don't hang out no more.
Wingman it up.
It's big sad right now, guys.
Big sad. Dead ass.
Nicole's like, or last weekend you were like, "Hey, let's hang out." I was like, "Bro."
I work. I leave. And I'm like,
bro.
all right, well.
I sent you a picture. I was like, in Vegas.
Dude, we're looking good though on camera lately. These last couple epis, I'm telling you right now.
I don't know. Is it the camera changing or what?
I don't know. Because it's our outfits, dude. The video
we
made
dressing
us.
up.
Yeah, no, we know.
We don't wear this, guys. We wear pajamas. We wear pajamas.
For real. Straight up.
This will be our second episode in September.
Yeah.
Prisoners was the first one.
Dude,
it feels like we recorded that a long time ago.
No, Prisoners launched last day of August.
No.
Because it's only the 4th.
Oh, shit.
Dude, this will be the first episode of September, technically.
No, Prisoners launched yesterday.
What's today?
Wednesday.
Fuck, I'm off. I'm not used to pod scheduling.
We recorded it
yes,
at the end of August.
We did, but we launched it. Oh, okay, cool.
Guys, it's crazy.
Thank
man.
God. I mean, shit.
But we had come off. August was our highest downloaded month. Insanity.
Guys, 300 in 7 months? It's pretty insane.
I mean, that's good for me.
I appreciate it.
I don't even really know what's good.
And I don't know who's downloading. You got to comment. You got to review.
Yeah.
You got to let us know, guys. We love you.
I know you listening over there, but you also got social. So get on the Instagram.
Wherever you are. It's 2 a.m. probably wherever you are right now.
Get on the Instagram. Get on the YouTubes. Go subscribe.
And fucking comment, man. Our DMs are dry.
We'd love to. We actually do have some people that want to be on the show. We're trying to work with it. They're out of state, guys. That's fucking exciting stuff. I'm like stoked about it, but also like we don't really have the setup right now.
We don't know how to Skype in. Beep boop boop boop.
It will.
That was my Skype.
It will require me doing a lot of YouTube research.
Gotta put
How
it in.
do I record
How to
Skype
connect
call
in
with
from
podcast?
India.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. But
Love you guys.
yeah, thank you again, Nicole. Let's crack these open. I have to finish this other one though.
Dude. Okay.
I can't one hand this.
Oh my god.
I can't.
I couldn't either, but so that was a delayed pop, but
It's all right. What are we drinking?
we got ourselves a Great Divide Brewing Company beer. They're from Denver, Colorado.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Where,
It's a sour ale.
where the weed flows.
Can you see? Oh yeah, it's free. It's legal. It's not free. It's legal.
It's free. Everyone's
Just
booking
pick it
their
from the
flight.
fields. Fuck. So it's a sour ale with strawberries and rhubarb added. So we're talking fruit juices. It's not even that sour. It's very subtle.
I haven't even drank it yet because I'm still drinking this other one.
Totally drinkable. It's actually a good pairing with that one, so it's good follow up. Good chaser. Cool can.
Oh, God. All right.
You're gonna get slapped?
That's done. That's done.
Here we go. Empty glass. Proof that we drink on pod.
Proof. Proof. When
In
we,
the beginning,
that we
you guys didn't
pregame.
believe.
Dude, I don't know how people chug stuff like that.
I really don't either.
I'm terrible at.
You're the one who shotgunned a fucking beer at your graduation party.
Yeah, but I'm terrible at it. It hurts, bro. It's so cold.
Dude, you pushed through though.
If you get me drunk enough, I'll do it.
Yeah, and you were pretty drunk. You were.
But if it's like, you show up at the party and everyone's like, oh, let's go shot. I'm like, dude, my
Throws you a
throat.
beer immediately.
Yeah, my throat's going to freaking die, man.
It's got to warm up, man. It's got to.
This is good beer.
Yeah, it's light.
Is
drinkable.
I wasn't listening when you said it. Is it a cider?
Mm-mm. Sour ale.
Oh, very good.
Check out that can on social medias.
Yeah, go on Instagram, check it out. I like it. Good contrast.
I almost
Can't go
picked
wrong with pink and black, though.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
really can't. Flamingos?
I almost picked a stout, but I thought we would get a little slapped for that. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
about
I added a new word to our list.
This would be a no for me, dog.
Coded.
Coded?
Coded.
Oh, my God.
CODED. Not COATED.
We really need to get Gilbert on this show.
I know. He knows that word. He added it to the list. I told him to.
Yeah. You guys, we've talked about it, though, right?
And he wants to.
We have a list of
well,
words.
no, he wants to do. Can I say it? Because I really want to do this movie.
We're gonna surprise the
fucking
fans
A.
for that.
All right, you're right. It's a surprise. Like you wouldn't see it coming.
What, the movie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
At least for our fans, Hey.
Yeah, I think so. At least for the crawlers. I don't
something
think
we haven't really done before.
I don't think they would expect it.
Yeah.
But
But
we
today-
didn't really expect this one.
Yeah.
This came out of left field.
It's kinda
Everyone's thinking the same shit right now. Okay, we say this every episode. They're linked though. They're connected in some way.
No,
they're
there's always something from episodes past. It might not be the very past one, but like
Right.
we did Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
That put us on a Tarantino kick, but we didn't want to do it one right after the other. So we've been itching for another Tarantino, I think. And that's the connector here.
We could have really slapped Django. I wanted to do it.
Django. Well, I almost all of his work is on Netflix right now.
Yeah.
So-
Except Jackie Brown.
No, Jackie Brown is on there. It's on my list. That's the one I need to watch. It's the only one I haven't watched.
We need to do them.
I know.
Watch them and record them.
I know.
This is background talk, guys. You're not listening.
Yeah, behind the scenes. Okay,
We
cut the
need to-
camera. Thank you.
We need to record them because if Jackie Brown goes off, I'm gonna be pissed.
What do you mean?
If it goes off Netflix,
We just got to buy the Blu-ray collection
Just
for
Tarantino
$500.
collection. No, we gotta wait for his 10 though.
I know. Shit.
So.
Dude, Leo. Got to get that Leo.
Dude, no Leo in this one though.
No, I know. But we got Brad.
You know it from the title. We're doing Inglourious Basterds.
Inglourious Basterds. Spelled
And,
very incorrectly.
Is it?
Yeah, on purpose though, but he won't tell us why. He wants to keep that a secret.
Because it's AR, right?
Yeah.
It's spelled Basterds.
And I'm pretty... guys, you've been witness. I've been dumb on pod before. I thought 1,000 pounds was a ton.
That right there. I don't know if that's dumb, though, because that's like pretty...
I don't know if Inglourious is spelled wrong. Usually,
I think it is. I think it's
it is.
Lorius.
Yeah. There's no U in
the U is... That's almost like a
Inglourious.
British way of spelling.
Right.
You know how like color? is spelled Colour.
Dude, and there's British in this movie.
That might be
Michael
why.
Fassey.
That might be why.
Right? Michael Fassbender played a British undercover.
Yeah,
German.
yeah.
We'll get to that
Dude,
part.
look at Eli on this picture.
Dude, Eli in this movie, though.
Oh my god.
His eyes are pure coal. Actually, they're pure coal
Dude,
no matter what.
Christoph Waltz, isn't his name that in Django?
No.
Oh, no, okay.
It's Schwartz.
Sure. Okay, I knew it was something
in
close.
Django.
I
Or
love
something
him.
like that.
I love him so much.
And we get him right off the bat. That's how the movie
he's
starts.
so good as Hans
Landa.
He's so good at all of his roles.
He's a great actor, man.
He was like built for Tarantino.
I really want him in a Batman movie.
Really is.
He was in a Bond movie, but I want him as a villain.
Oh yeah, he was in Bond. In
He was
Skyfall?
in Bond, but it wasn't a great Bond movie.
Was that Skyfall?
Not Skyfall. It was the last one. Was it Skyfall?
That was the last one.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, no, you might be
Where
right.
he's
Skyfall.
cutting his eye out or trying to cut his eye out.
Yeah.
Isn't that him? Yeah.
Casino Royale. I don't fucking know.
Guys,
I'm not a Bond fan.
Hey, big Bond news. I saw the name.
It's not Idris. That's
What is
the
it?
news.
Another Day to Die. Another.
Oh yeah, Another Day to Die.
I don't even know the name, guys.
Another Day to Bond.
I love Daniel Craig as Bond.
He's a good Bond.
Bond.
But it's time for a refresher. Come on. We need
Idris.
a refresh.
Idris. We really need
Idris.
So I love Christoph. He's like that's like all he plays in really is like
serious movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way he delivers his dialogue is just made for Tarantino. Like it just is the way that I think Tarantino envisions.
Yeah. It's like over the top with that edge.
Yeah, it's probably great direction too by Tarantino, but like he's just elevating it, I feel like, a lot more. I think,
I might have said this in Once Upon a Time. I probably totally did. But this movie, I haven't watched it in a few years. It came out in 2009.
Yeah.
This movie is peak Tarantino directing.
Oh.
I think for Once Upon a Time, I said it was peak comedy for Tarantino and dialogue. But this one, the directing was beautiful.
I think it
was great.
Who did cinematography for this too? Because this is a great
Sally Mankey did editing. It was her last one with him. But cinematography, I don't know.
They don't tell me here, dude.
Fucking Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, we want to sponsor.
No, he this is, I think, what I told you before we recorded. I got to bring it up now.
Yeah.
I think this is one of his best.
It's definitely top 5 for me.
Can we rank them now? Are we ranking them, or are we waiting?
I thought we wanted to watch them all, man.
Okay, we're waiting.
I do really want to rank them.
Yeah. Okay, I would put this in the top 3 of his movies.
See,
of his 9. So
I would do 10.
Well, no, 10.
Yes, 10. Once Upon a Time was.
No, 10. That was 9.
Oh, it was 9. Yeah,
10
you're right.
is going to be his last.
You're right. You're right. Mine's top 5.
Top 5. Okay.
This would be top 5. Okay. Yeah, it might be top 3, but I don't know.
I would put it top 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't seen Jackie Brown. Everyone says they go see it.
Same. But, I know that when I watch that one, it will be.
But Pulp Fiction, I can name my 3 right now. Is Pulp Fiction?
Okay, let's do top 3. Yeah, let's do top 3. That's fair.
Okay. Fuck. Pulp Fiction. Actually, I'm moving. Django is 1, Pulp Fiction is 2, and this is 3.
Bro.
They interchange though.
Okay.
It's so hard because they're so fun. All of them. All 3 of those.
Django is surprising.
Django is so good.
Man.
It's like, it's a Tarantino film, but it's also different.
It's like a it's like his Western.
Yeah, it's like, it's so weird though, because Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was focused in the Western time. More of like the reality of Western films.
The fictional Western actors being Western characters.
And Django is like his Western film.
Yeah.
But perfectly executed.
Okay, mine is... So number 1 is Kill Bill, Volume 1 and 2. He counts that as one movie.
Yeah, I gotta go.
What?
No, because I can't fit them. I'm pissed.
What do you mean?
Now that you say it.
Oh.
I can't fit them in anywhere,
Kill Bill,
dude.
Number 2...
Dude, Kill Bill's so good.
God damn. Number 2 is Reservoir.
I take back all of my...
Number 3 is Once Upon. I think it moved up.
Fuck no.
It moved up, dude. It moved
get
up.
out of town.
That movie.
Once Upon a Top 3.
It's like still lingering.
Did you watch it twice?
No, but I want to.
Okay. I think if I watch it a second time, I'm really gonna like it.
Yeah.
The more I watch Inglourious Basterds, the more I like it.
Fucking no. Okay, you know what? Inglourious Basterds, number 3.
You see shit that you never see until you rewatch it.
Yeah, I was like watching this movie and looking in the background because you have to read the subtitles. This movie is 80%, 85%
in a
like
different language,
German and French. But I was looking in the background of when Melanie was in the theater and then the posters are in the background. I want to know what those mean because I know those mean something.
Oh yeah, he puts some shit in
you
there.
know?
Dude,
so yeah,
Kill
I found
Bill's,
myself
though,
just like, dude,
I feel like Kill Bill sits like above.
What do you mean?
Like it just sits on its own like
it is.
Kill Bill is Kill Bill.
In
like,
its own little thing.
It's like its own compartment.
It's its
like
own bubble,
it doesn't
yeah.
even I don't know. Those were so good. Fucking
Kill Bill, I love you.
You say Kill Bill, I just think black and white, that samurai sword cutting people up.
Yep.
That's classic.
Of silhouettes, yeah.
That's so good.
It's classic like Japanese filmmaking too. Japanese and Korean filmmaking too.
So
it's
he
like
has that. He has that eye and that art.
Exactly.
To do that, and she's great.
Love Uma.
She's great. I don't know if I like her that much though in Pulp Fiction, but she's good in
I think
Kill Bill.
her character just annoys you.
Yeah,
in that movie. Yeah.
The way she talks and shit.
Yeah.
But man, they're so. And then what do we can't forget. We talk about. I feel like we just talk about every Tarantino
I know.
film, but we can't forget about what's the car one called?
Oh, Death Proof.
Death Proof.
Dude, I like Death Proof.
My boy Kurt.
Kurt, you fucking creep. Get the fuck out of here.
That's just wild. What is that? Where did that come from?
Dude, he wanted to do like a fucking slasher film.
I guess.
I want him to do a horror movie, a genuine horror movie so bad.
Oh man, the gore would be nuts.
But maybe it wouldn't be because he does it when it's necessary.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't get turned. Okay, in his gore in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I got kind of like turned off by, not turned off, but like uncomfortable by it because
the sound. That's why.
Because the sounds.
As soon as the can hit her nose, dude. I don't know if we talked about it in that episode, but we're bringing it back.
But the
that
but
was
like
bad.
the gore here in Inglourious Basterds and the gore in like his other movies like Kill Bill and stuff, I'm fine with. Like she's slicing people up and shit, and I'm like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
And Inglourious Basterds, they're literally churning Hitler into Swiss cheese.
Yeah, but it's from the camera angles like up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Literally churned him to Swiss cheese.
Literally, just in the face.
Do you think Tarantino hated Hitler?
Dude, everybody hates Hitler. That's the new show.
I don't know if everyone hates Hitler.
Everybody. Well, okay, you're right, but
I don't know about
every normal person hates Hitler. If you don't hate Hitler, unsubscribe.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
But yeah, no, I think Tarantino just likes alternating history.
He does.
You know?
can tell now if you just go watch, just look at his movies.
He really puts himself into this fictional world that he is really zoned into the writing process.
Yeah.
He takes it very seriously, and it clearly shows in all of his movies because his dialogue's just on point.
Mm-hmm.
But
the scripts must be nuts.
Man,
the scripts must be insane.
Like
let's get into what we like first. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it's the writing here in Inglourious Basterds.
Yes.
The whole first scene.
The first 15 minutes.
I'll say the first 10 minutes is probably once Christoph Waltz, Hans Landa sits down with the farm guy. Or I don't know his name.
La Petite.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
La Petite.
Perrier La Petite. Yeah, that's his name.
Fuck. So good.
Sam's bad with names. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm terrible with names. If I ever meet you, I'm gonna forget your name.
It's okay. I got him.
That scene is like probably 2 or 3 cuts.
Yeah. It's like wide. It's just
that
wide
whole
shots.
conversation happens. It's literally like an 8-minute conversation.
Yes.
And there's no cuts. It's just them talking and going.
Well,
and this is Tarantino.
Once it gets to his face, though.
Yeah.
When he finds out they're under.
You'll see some. But it's Tarantino style. I mean, I'm trying to think of another one in his movies. You got like Pulp Fiction when he's interrogating the guys in the house. Like that's all like a majority of one cut. There's a couple cuts in there, but
in Kill Bill when she finally gets to Bill and she's sitting 5-finger death punch.
Yeah,
that scene when she's sitting at the table across from him.
All those long, and we talked about this in Prisoners, those long like dragged scenes of what Roger Deakins did, but that was more of like an aesthetic. But this is just like, hey, they're having a conversation and like you're just watching it, like you're just behind them.
It's not building towards something. It's building the tension. It's building
it really builds the tension, especially for this.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I thought when I first saw that. If Hans Landa knew they were there, the Jews, but
I think as soon as he drove up, he knew.
Yeah. Like,
I think even before he's driving up to this place because he knows they're there.
Right. He had the hit or the.
So he's just playing with them. I think that was his thing. Like he.
Yeah, he liked to fuck with people.
Yeah.
And that's why I love him as a character.
Yeah.
He's a funny bad guy.
It's the psychological warfare that really good psychos use, where it's like they play with you, but they make you think that they're being polite.
Yeah.
Or that you're a part of the game, and you're like, oh, I got it from here, and then you don't.
Yeah.
You totally don't.
So that's a good scene.
It's like one of the best openings.
And some people may think like the dialogue is useless because there's some scenes where it's like they're talking in French about going to talk to English, and it's like the longest like. It's like, I know this is your house, but I would like to request that we talk in English.
Are you talking about in the beginning?
Yeah. And then the guy's like, oh, yeah, sure, that's fine. And then all of a sudden they just... Like, I just feel like I could see people being like, that's kind of like...
Well, whoever says that doesn't know that that's part of his psychological game.
Exactly.
Like, that's what that means.
He's gaining the trust or gaining the respect, I guess you could say. But it's so funny because if you just watch it, like if you're not familiar with Tarantino film, you just be like, this is so weird. Like you feel like you're not in a movie. It just feels weird. It feels out of the ordinary for dialogue to go this granular in this long. Yeah, it's funny, but I enjoy watching it. I actually... I have like a smile on my face halfway on all these talking scenes.
And I'm actually
And you're reading it, you're engaged, you're in the conversation. Fucking the bar scene with Fassbender.
Operation Kino
Kino is one of the best.
Yeah, I'm torn between this opening scene and that scene.
Yeah, and then you're just like pissed off with the drunk dude coming in and keeps coming in, and you're like, dude, like, come on, we got a mission to do.
Exactly.
It's so good. It's so fun though, because I don't know why it's so fun. It's just so fun to watch.
I think I'll throw something out there about why it's so fun, because I noticed this.
Throw it.
His camera work in that scene in particular.
In Kino or
Kino.
Okay.
Was definitely emphasized for foreshadowing. So I noticed, like, before everything went down, before they were all seated at the table, when you're seeing Michael Fassbender's character, there's a shot of him and the bartender's behind him, and then he goes like this, like he lifts his finger up, like, oh, hey, bartender, and it, knowing that what I know now, but when I I'm not watching it for the first time now,
right?
But it registered like, oh, he's telling you that this means something.
His hand gesture,
exactly, like you need to focus on this shot because that's gonna.
Right?
What
there's
that's
fingers.
the German 3 and he did that.
But his one
one was like this.
Yeah, but would it be like this?
No. It was just like, it wasn't even, I think that was fine.
Or it's just the motion.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just like the angle of his hands there, that's going to be his downfall later.
Yeah. And that is just playful. I love that that's the downfall.
Man, that was great.
Because if you're thinking about a real like operation, right? Something that this guy, Michael Fassbender's character, who I fucking love. I love that he's just in it for that, like, 25 minutes or whatever that is. And I like Fassbender. Like,
yes, I love Fassbender.
To begin with. But him... Random thought before I get... Have you seen Hamlet with him?
No.
Okay, it's fucking weird. You need to watch it. Okay,
Is that a musical, though?
No, it's actually... I don't think it's a musical.
I haven't seen a lot of Fassbender movies, so we have to do one.
And they do, and I think it's on Amazon.
Okay.
But anyways, I love that, like, this guy, he studied German, right? This is his job, like, he's undercover
spy.
And like the littlest things will literally get you killed, and that's true. And it's not like something stupid where it's like, oh, I just suspect you're American or
Right.
like British or whatever. But and even to the accent that would be so real.
Yeah.
Especially with German dialect coming from so many different areas.
Yeah.
And it's the same in like all cultures, I guess. You know, if you're an American and you're from New York, you can tell.
You could pick up on that.
If someone's from New York and California, you're going to tell. You're
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh, where are you from? That sounds Eastern.
Yeah.
Right? So
it's those little subtle things.
Yeah,
like,
I
you
love
would never
that.
think.
I love that, and it just leads to better dialogue. And again, that's all
More
in German.
suspense.
I love that it's in different languages.
Oh my gosh,
love
yeah.
that.
So it switches from French to German to English.
English,
But-
a little bit of Italian.
Oh my god.
Italian.
Excuse me.
Italian. Do you even think it's so hard to pick who's the main character in this movie? I really want to say Shoshana is like more of a important figure.
She's
in
the
movie.
catalyst for which the event set off, right?
For which the Basterds could do.
And the
things.
threads.
Yeah.
Like, the thread is followed by Shoshana.
Yeah.
She's the reason, like, kind of unbeknownst to everybody else, like, that everything falls into place.
Mm-hmm.
And that they're kind of working together without knowing each other.
And that's why I love this film, because one, it's split into chapters, and
Yes.
it's kind of like Pulp Fiction, where other characters' actions fit into the
Domino
effect. Domino effect, butterfly effect, whatever you want to call it. Django is one of mine because that's more linear for him.
Yes,
for Tarantino,
for
at least.
sure,
Like
yeah.
it's like a fucking straight shot, right?
Yep.
But this one is like that Pulp Fiction feel where you're like in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I mentioned in that episode, but where all these other characters impact them. The Bastards are honestly like side characters, I think. Like,
I think they're the main characters.
really, I just feel like the movie is like, it's about Shoshana. She has so much character development besides anyone else. I think she probably has more screen time than fucking Brady P.
You know what? You're right. As far as like the if we're gonna like analyze it as far as character development, I didn't even think of that. You're right.
And I fucking like that.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Because the Bastards
And
don't
then-
really.
yeah,
They're just
and
like
then
they're
when
here
you-
to do this. And
And when you get to the Bastards, it's fun shit, right?
Yeah.
And Brad Pitt is hilarious. His accent's a little too much for me.
I
but
think that was on purpose.
yeah, I mean, obviously, but
Because his lips, like
yeah,
I don't know
he's
what
like-
he was doing.
I'm like, you're trying too hard, Brad.
Yeah,
Just be you.
It's funny. Just for you.
But yeah, I think that Shoshana is like the star here, and she does a great job. I actually like her a
I
lot.
think maybe even Hans is the main character.
That could be too. I would agree with you there too.
Yeah.
But again, it's so weird to watch a movie that's not fucking Avengers, where you have so many characters that get good screen time, that actually develop themselves in the movie without. He does exceed normal, I guess you would say, featurette film length, but not like we're not watching like 3+ hours here. It's 2.5, 2:45 or whatever. But he still develops that in those characters, and that's what I love about him. Because again, like you said, writing and direction and stuff.
He takes it seriously.
Yeah,
and he loves, like, I don't know if that's how he would put it, but he loves the characters that he's.
Yeah, and he could get a lot done in those 8-minute dialogue scenes. You learn so much about one character, even though maybe this character's gonna die. You just learned a shit ton of information that you would never be able to tell.
Yeah.
Besides montage shots that we love.
Yeah,
here.
I know.
But yeah, that kind of stuff. Oh god.
Shit. Kicking everything over.
That kind of stuff is great. So I think I put Shoshana as like the main character in mine. I guess it's kind of how you guys experience the story yourself. I guess you could like.
Well, you see her go through pain and like,
grow and where she comes from, and I love that
and plotting
that he is the one who killed her family, and they meet up again. Like, that's funny shit.
Yeah.
But it's also it's like he does like it's weird. I feel like he could do like a Star Wars movie.
Because that suit. He should have been. What was that guy with the mom joke?
Who?
In Last Jedi, the ginger guy.
Oh, General Hux.
Yeah, I think he could have been General Hux, but like actually serious,
No, yeah, I'm not saying Tarantino. I think he could direct one.
Well, he wants to do a Star Trek movie.
Yeah.
Like, rumors have it.
Yeah. Don't make that your 10th Tarantino.
I know, don't.
Like, literally write something up again.
Yeah.
Write something good.
Don't pull a Ryan.
But it would be fun because his movies are kind of like soap operas, and Star Wars was designed by George Lucas as a space opera, is what he calls it.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like kind of dramatic and kind of over the top. Yeah. And he does a good job of like these overly dramatic scenes where like I mean, it's traumatizing for like Shoshana to see Landa again, but like the music's like kind of like over the top.
Oh my god,
and
stuff.
It was
so
but like that's like opera-y to me, you know. So.
Like when character enters stage left, it's like
it's so true.
Yeah, I was
so
like, oh
true.
Shit.
There's a couple of those in this one. It's
Yeah.
so funny, and he does it in other movies too. But that shit's funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then even when they introduce the Basterds, it's like like rock and roll, like text popping up, like Donnie Donowitz.
Dude, he sounded like him. Oh shit!
Like that stuff is funny.
Aldo Rain. He fucking. Oh my god.
Oh man. So I really enjoy all that, and it's good fun.
Yeah, and I really liked the pacing. I thought the pacing did really well, and I think that is owed to the dialogue.
The chapters work.
And the chapters.
They work, and they feel fluid.
Yep.
Even what's his name? The one that likes Shoshana, the German guy.
Oh God, I forgot his
name. Even he's really good in this. Like
he's a good actor. I love him
as being his character is.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm forgetting his name, but
me too. Well, they barely say it. I think
they say it a couple times. Private something.
Private, yeah. Excuse me.
But all that stuff is good.
It's like every piece is working towards the same goal
of this,
and you're on this journey with them, and you're never like, okay, wait, where are these people? Why is this happening? That doesn't make any sense. Like this one, in more so, like more than any of his other movies, I think.
Yeah, and I think
he was very clear.
What's even cool or more fun about his movies is they're not predictable.
Yeah.
You'll rarely see, like, even Django, even though it's linear, like you don't really know, like,
it's predictable in that, like, oh, it's a Tarantino movie, there's gonna be a violent scene.
Yeah, there's gonna be this stuff, but I'm saying like the story, like,
yes.
Okay, like at the beginning you're like, I know Brad Pitt's in this movie, but why do I care about this Shoshana and this Landa guy? And then it like brings her back up after you meet the Basterds and all that stuff. And that stuff is so interesting as an audience member. You're kind of like figuring out the story as it's going along, like you should in movies. But there's some movies where you're like, this movie's going to end like this.
Right.
Like, I can call it right now. But this movie is like, his movies keep you on your toes so much. You're always learning new developments in his conversations and dialogue. Yeah. And that like shifts where the movie's going. Like, I didn't even know they were going to kill Hitler in this the first time I ever watched this. Yeah. I just thought it was about some dudes killing Nazis.
Like Nazis, yeah. Like you know,
they don't have a mission when they go into Germany. He's literally like, we're going in as civilians and we're going to kill Nazis. Yeah. Every man owes me 200 or whatever he says, or 100 Nazis. Scalps.
Well, I think more like
100 Nazi scalps.
Dude, you're practicing?
It's in the mirror, bro.
Yeah, I know. Every movie there's like one. There's like Brad, there's a Jake, there's a Leo. We got to do it. He's not afraid to kill his characters.
And I like
and that's
that
a huge problem in TV shows, in movies, in books even.
You can't believe it. You're like, stupid.
You love these characters and they mean a lot to you, but it may piss off a lot of people, but you need to kill them. Yeah.
They've been alive too, like Rick from Walking Dead.
Exactly.
They even kill him.
I didn't want to say it, but I fucking
fucking spoilers, whatever.
But no, I just like I can go on. Like I have a deep bitterness in my heart for that show because I loved it. Loved
this show so much.
And then they're making a movie with Rick in theaters.
I would have. Okay, I'll go see it. I'll go see it.
I'm gonna fucking see it. God damn it!
You know why? Because I love Andrew Lincoln. Yes. And he's a great actor.
That's exactly why I stayed with the show.
And I love him, but he should be dead. He's been alive too long in this show. And
dude, Carl should have lived, and he should have fucking died. Like, come on, man.
But you know, they do these things, and you can't be afraid to kill your characters,
kill your darlings,
and take risks.
Do it.
And that's why I think also why I really love the whole Operation Kino bar scene, because he kills 3 of them right there.
Dude, 3 important guys.
Yeah.
Like, they're the only ones who spoke German.
The only ones that spoke German.
Yeah.
The ones that were supposed to go to this freaking ball. Like, the whole story gets flipped on its side there.
The strongest guys. Like, what was the
guy that, like, murdered all these SS...
Yeah, what was his name?
Gestapos. I don't know his
Dude,
name.
he was kind of funny.
He was funny. But all that stuff is so funny.
Oh, look, we can see.
Sergeant Hugo
Zeller, that was his name.
Stiglitz.
You know.
Man. Oh, and then BJ Novak's in this movie.
Fucking BJ the little man. Hey, guys.
But all that stuff is really enjoyable. Oh, man. It's so funny and it's so good.
It's because the story is so fun. It's so easy to follow, and the characters, you never get bored, because everyone has complications to them, and they all have this goal, and they're acted so well. You know, like even with Hans, like Christoph Waltz, you like when he's on screen, even though he's the worst of the worst.
Yeah. You enjoy it. You want to see what he's going to say.
Exactly. You're like, okay, wait, I want to see how he interacts with this character.
And then sometimes you're like, oh, he's probably toying with him. But he's actually not. He's actually for serious. Like towards the end, too, when he's trying to like buy his way out of...
That
part's kind of weird.
I love that meme. I fucking love it.
That's so cute. Bingo.
That's a bingo.
Fucking hell.
That's the meme of
the movie churned sideways there. I was
Tarantino's not that great with endings.
Yeah.
I will give that to him. He needs, it's okay. We're allowed them. They're not horrible.
Yeah.
This one was one of his better ones, but...
Well, let's get into what we dislike.
I gotta think.
I don't really...
I didn't write notes. I feel bad.
I'm gonna say it. I don't really... care for like you're saying, the ending, especially with Hans Landa, because like that whole development where he's like trying to buy his way out, and so I guess it doesn't really make sense to me. I'm gonna be honest. I was trying to defend it, but it doesn't. To me, it doesn't make sense for Landa's character. Like, he hasn't shown that he really wants to, like,
because he loves his job.
Like, he's loyal to his country
and his position.
Maybe he's not. Maybe his whole character was just a lie. Maybe maybe that's what Tarantino was going for. But it feels fake. It feels off,
forced a little bit.
Yeah, it feels kind of like, oh, we need to get like an out here.
Yeah. Or like the good guys need to win, and this is how they win.
Yeah, like it didn't feel deserved that Brad Pitt got out that way.
Yeah, so
like it's kind of like
I was gonna say that's one of my. Sorry, you can go ahead.
No, go.
One of my dislikes was that I kind of wanted Shoshana to be the one
that gets him out.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be kind of cool.
You know, I wanted more interactions with them, even though the 2 that we got were amazing and great. Right. I think I wanted one in each act. You know. Yeah,
it would have been better if Shoshana killed Landa.
Exactly.
Like, that would be her like dream, right? He killed her family.
Or even like it would have just been a little bit more believable. They're in her theater. She's out there in a red dress, very noticeable.
Right.
She's, beautiful and like the person of the cinema. How did he not see her? And you could tell from the strudel scene
that he kind of knew who she was.
Yeah, he's like, I'm onto you. And so I wanted more of that, of like, but I think he sidetracked that with Hammersmark. To kill her, and
gotcha.
It was like that was his mission, and that pissed him off more.
So he got distracted.
Exactly. Okay. So it did make sense, but I wanted more.
Yeah, it just felt kind of. I'm not gonna lie, it felt kind of off. The dialogue's still good and funny, but then it makes it feel kind of worse because you're like, this is weird. Like I just watched this guy like terrorize the whole cast basically, and
exactly.
So, little weird, little off. Maybe you guys liked it. Let us know. For me, I'm not saying like I hate the movie because of that. I'm just saying it's like, oh, we're going this way, I guess.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
But then it just ends.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, especially with how the cinema scene was going with like all the gore and stuff. I was really expecting this movie to just like go out on a bang, and then like Brad Pitt walks away from it with like the building burning in the background. Like that's literally like what I was expecting,
or even he comes to the cinema like after the explosion,
after
everything's done, and there's like just a scene of him looking at it and saying something.
I
don't know.
He's
or,
like, goddamn.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. Just like smoking, or maybe he didn't smoke in the movie, but I don't know. Like, yeah, like.
Hey man, goddamn Donnie Donowitz.
Exactly. Death to all Nazis.
Death to all Nazis. Oh God. Yeah, that would be funny.
Or like even like he's like, well, I guess that's one way to do it. Like I can see him saying that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go back to likes because when we're talking about the cinema, I really love the cinema scene, even though it's like pretty fucking brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, they're Nazis, but like, come on.
What, burning down or the shooting?
Just like shooting people in a fish in a barrel.
Because I thought it was more tame than.
I guess it could be more,
in
for what he's done.
Yeah, for Tarantino stuff.
What I really love about it is that Donnie Donowitz, these side bastards, get the glory of ending the war. Essentially, I mean, Shoshana obviously is the catalyst, and she locked them in there and like all this stuff.
Exactly.
But they kill Hitler, like confirmed.
Yeah, and like he takes it out on him, which rightfully he should.
Yeah, but it's these side characters. It's not Brad Pitt. It's not Shoshana doing that. Like I said, I would like Shoshana to kill Londa, but that right there makes it for me because it's more fun to watch that. It sounds weird that like, oh, why wouldn't I want Brad Pitt to do it? Because that's predictable, and this is not predictable. Brad Pitt was freaking captured. You're like, how is this plan gonna go on? You know what? The plan still fucking moves in real life, and this is kind of like TV show issues. It's like, oh, well, the main character's not here, so the plan don't move. We're gonna sidetrack the whole story for 5 episodes now.
Fill it in. Yeah.
But it's like, no, the plan's gonna move on. These boys are not going out without with those bombs off their legs or whatever. Like,
wait, so the plan was always to self-explode themselves?
I don't know if it was a suicide mission.
Yeah, were they supposed to take it off and leave it in there?
I think they were supposed to like put them under the seats or something and like walk away,
Yeah.
Excuse me. But Dominic the Cork or whatever, and he does it the best out of all of them.
Well, the comical, like what you think an Italian would do,
Italian.
Say it again. Golamo.
Galami.
And then he whispers it. I loved that.
So dialogue's just so good in his movies. But
it's great.
I like that the side characters do that. But anyways, dislikes. I don't really like the ending. Runtime's fine for me here, folks. I think like you said, pacing's great. It doesn't feel too long. It's fun. It's a lot of enjoyment.
Everything makes sense. It all goes somewhere.
Did you have any other dislikes besides the ending that you didn't?
No, not really.
Really?
It's hard to think of one.
If you guys are watching on YouTube, well, you notice we have no notes.
I know.
And you know what I said about the Prisoners Epi? I said no notes mean good movie.
Yeah, it's like it's hard to write. Well, and especially with this one too. It's like subtitles. I really wanted to make sure.
Yeah, you got to pay attention.
Yeah.
Shots are the cinematography is actually really good.
Yeah. It's so subtle and just like.
And I love I just keep thinking about things I like, but I love the scene where Shoshana's running away and he pulls his gun out and you're like, fucking come on, dude. She's like 300 yards away.
And he has like a little mini.
Yeah, it's a Luger, like a German pistol. And he's like, goodbye. Voila. Like. That's
like, one of my favorite lines. Au revoir, Shoshana.
Au revoir, Shoshana.
But the way he says it, it's just.
But it's.
I remember seeing that in theaters and like that sticking with me for whatever reason, just because of the way he acted it. It was great.
And that scene is like, it's like it's like a catfish. Like you're like, come on, but you're like, it's a movie. He's gonna land this shot.
Yeah,
like, he's gonna be the badass that can land a pistol shot.
Or like
from
this
fucking,
is who he is. That's
and then he's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Like and it's also in his character. I like chasing like Jews.
Yeah, right. Like you let her go on purpose.
Yeah, he's like I want to
find you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't see him churning at the end. To throw his country. I mean, I don't know. I guess, but
that's a good lead into Shots We Love, dude.
Bro, we have no other dislikes. I guess.
Know. I mean, I don't have any other dislikes.
I don't really either. Man,
I'm trying to think, but
it's so funny. I mean, another fun like the little side stories with like Stiglitz and like those people, or like when the German dude's like fucking the girl.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like just like those little
cut scenes.
Yeah, or those I don't mind because they're like seconds.
Exactly.
And that stuff is like fun to like learn about.
But it fits the tone of the movie.
Yeah, and you don't really know anything about the Bastards.
So I was just gonna say maybe I mean like I don't think the story would have benefited from more backstory, but I did want it.
It doesn't, and I remember when this movie was coming out, and it was very marketed towards the Bastards, obviously because Brad Pitt and like
exactly he was the star.
Man, yeah, but it doesn't follow that. So
well, because Alder Rain is from Tennessee, he's not a Jewish guy at all. At least I don't think so. I don't know why he's doing this.
His team is Jews,
right?
But yeah,
but like he's the leader and they respect him. But how did he get that respect?
Yeah, so. That's why I really don't put the Bastards are backseaters for me. Yeah. That's why I put Shoshana as the lead.
Yep.
And I wouldn't benefit from it, but why do I get background for Stiglitz versus like Donnie Donowitz or like versus another bastard, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny that he decided to go that route. Like, oh, I'm going to show you like this guy killing on. I mean, it shows you that he's a tough character and he's like one of their best, I guess.
Right.
And he could speak German, which is also beneficial for them. But also, it's kind of like he gets it, but no one else got it.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't do a team thing.
I was really expecting.
Yeah.
When it did the whole name pop up, I was like, okay, we're going to go through everyone here. Yeah. Like. You know, and then like BJ Novak is like some nerd or some shit. Exactly. I don't know. Like everyone has their own little trait, but it just did the one. Yeah. So maybe there's an extended cut that has all of them.
Maybe.
I feel like that would be.
Get that set, man. We gotta buy that Blu-ray.
I feel like there would be, but maybe that's a dislike for me. That's nitpick dislike.
Exactly. That's like if I had to pick one, sure, I'll do that.
But the story would not benefit if it showed everyone because most of them die anyways. So it's kind of like whatever. But shots we love.
Shots we love, man.
The new segment where we pick memorable or our favorite shots in the movie. You know, you say a movie and everyone remembers one scene from a movie.
Or there's one that just hits you. Yeah. Like it doesn't even have to be the big one, but it's just like, oh, wow, like I like that.
Yeah. So what is yours?
Mine is cliche this round.
God damn it.
No, we're not. I'm picking the 3. When Fassi puts his 3 up and the whole table just stops and is silent.
That was going to be me, dude.
Damn it. I knew it. That was, I love that.
It's my favorite scene in the whole.
We can have the same one.
I know, but I'm going to pick it up.
Okay. Well, it sounds
do you like that whole segment? Like,
I do like that whole segment.
It's that whole chapter, really.
That whole chapter, but just if I had to pinpoint it on one moment.
3.
And the feeling of it.
It's so, what is 3 in German? Dreise? I don't know.
Oh yeah, what did he? Yeah, I don't know.
But it like zooms in, and you know he does his like cool like pan, like zoom, quick zoom.
It just pauses. Everything pauses, and you know that he did something wrong.
It pauses, but then moves on because normal life would move on, and you know the guy that's sitting right next to Fassbender, he's just eyeing him down. He's like, "I got you now."
Yep. Well, and then you see the actress. She's like, you could see something on her face of like, "Fuck!" Like she's clearly wants to get out of there, and she's kind of like going like that. And yeah.
And if you weren't paying attention to the hints, I mean, no one would know that if you're not from Germany. But if you weren't paying attention from the hits, you're kind of like, what did he do? He just asked for 3 shots. Like, they're drinking whiskey.
Like, I would do that, yeah.
Yeah, like, they're drinking whiskey. What's going on? What did I miss? And that just draws you in more, and then you're kind of like, fuck. Yeah. And then he puts the gun on his balls. This shit's funny.
Shit.
And then he just says, let's send it.
Yeah. Like, let me down this shot.
There's no way out of this.
Yeah, exactly. Like let's fucking go.
Blow his balls off. Let's go.
And then Stieglitz is the one to do it, man.
And then what the fuck is the guy with his son Max or whatever?
Maximilian.
She kills him, dude.
Kills him, man. Wilhelm.
I thought Brad Pitt would kill him or something, but
he was going to. I think.
You think so?
Yeah, because he said no French or German out.
That's true.
There's no way they were gonna drop a bomb
on that place.
Yeah, they were gonna. That's what I was waiting for.
Fuck.
But
yeah, and there's a lot of foreshadowing in that when they're looking at the hideout. Like,
oh shit, that's right.
Like they're telling you right there that this is a bad plan from the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, like he said, like you don't have to be General something to know that fighting in a basement is not good. That was funny.
That meeting in a basement is gonna end good or end well. Like, yeah, like they repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, and you're kind of like, this is fun banter, but it's like, no, I think they're like for real. Like, it's stupid.
You know something's happening.
Like you would never meet here. Mm-hmm. There's no, you can't see in from the outside. You can't do anything.
Well,
so.
It's like your typical, don't do that. Never go in the basement. That's for anything.
Fuck. All right, my turn.
I thought you were gonna pick Shoshana running away. I almost picked. I like that scene a lot.
I like that scene a lot. I don't know if it's my favorite. I like Christoph Waltz as him. He could just play himself in anything. Yeah. Just watch. I'm gonna go with. Fuck. I'm gonna go with the whole. Just I'm not picking the Shoshana part, but I want to pick that whole front scene.
Okay.
That whole front end. Particularly because when I think of this movie, when people say Inglourious Basterds, I get brought to that barn, the shot where the wide shot where you're looking at both of them talk, and they have the pipes in their mouth, that's just the shot that comes to mind.
Yeah,
and I love it. It's not anything crazy in terms of technicality, but it's a good banter and legit. You feel like this guy's actually trying to plead for his life, kind of thing, or trying to get out of it. But
you feel for the dude.
Yeah, you know there's no way he's gonna get out of it. But
fucked either way.
And then Christoph Waltz is just a great actor. Yes. I think he deserves some kind of awards. I don't know what he's won. I don't know his background.
Was he nominated for this?
I don't know, but I feel he should get a nomination for some of these movies he's in, especially Django. He's great in.
I think he won one for something. I'm forgetting. He might have won it for Django or something.
Really?
Yeah, because I remember him, or he won a Golden Globe or something, which usually means you win the Oscar. But
right.
Yeah,
but he does deserve some love because
he does.
He's really underrated.
And he hasn't been in anything
he doesn't
in a while.
Really do much, but he's still underrated. In his
and he almost was not. Tarantino was going to cancel this movie because he couldn't find anybody to play Londa or Hans Londa. Yeah,
Hans Londa. Yeah. So he stepped up, or Tarantino asked him, he said no, and then he came and said yes.
No, I think who knows how it went, but in the perfect reality, I think he came to audition and they were like, "Fuck, thank God he's it." But he was gonna scrap the whole thing.
Yeah, and I feel like that's real for him, for Tarantino.
He would totally do. He would totally scrap a movie.
He would scrap a movie. He's like, I have 99%, but I need 100. Yep. There's no way I'm gonna.
If I can't get him, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna put someone in there.
Fucking kudos to that.
Fuck yeah, dude. But fuck, the production companies are probably
shaking.
Tarantino, find someone. Find someone. Did you get Londa? Did you get Londa?
What do you mean there's no Brad?
Well, fuck, man. It's time for shots.
Well, fuck, I forgot about the shots, man. As I down.
Imagine if we actually took the shots.
Oh my god. We would never do a 4.
You're spilling.
I'm spilling. Dude, I can't. Okay, bye. Thank you.
Final shots, go.
Dude, I give it a 0.
Fuck.
I love dialogue. I'm a writer. I love that shit. I wanted to give it a 1, but no, I'm giving it a 0.
It's a hardie. It's a hard one.
It's 0 for me. Yeah.
It's super hard for me because there's not much. This sounds it sounds kind of rude to the movie. Okay. There's not much to analyze.
I feel that.
If you're looking at a deep level, there's all these characters and different movements and stuff, but it's not it's not Prisoners, it's not Interstellar, it's not anything.
You can pick apart scenes and be like, oh, this is a really good technical move,
but in terms of plot and stuff, it's not anything crazy. You said, it's an easy movie to follow along with. You're kind of just having fun, and I feel bad for giving it. This also sounds fucked up too. Okay. I feel bad. I'm giving it a 0, but I feel bad for doing that because it almost feels cheapened. I don't know why. When I give Interstellar a 0, that's because
well earned.
There's a shit ton of stuff happening, and this stuff is
your mind's what?
and here it's I'm giving it a 0 because there's not much bad, but I'm not saying that it's skated by.
You gotta celebrate the artistry.
It's just it is very well done in the simplest of terms. It's done well in writing. It's done well in and plot and different characters and the way they're introduced and the way they're brought through the film.
It's almost impeccable. Like that's the word I wanted to use for this movie. It's like an impeccable film.
Yeah, so I'm going to give it a 0 too.
Yeah,
I think it's my second one on this.
Even though the ending kind of sucked. Fuck, don't make me change it. Don't make me change it.
No changers. No changes. But yeah, the ending does kind of suck. It does, but I'm still going to give it a 0 just because you go watch it. If you guys haven't seen it and you've made it this far, go on Netflix and watch it. But when you rewatch it, if you've seen it already and you're listening, you're like, oh, I want to go rewatch it now because they're talking about it.
Yeah.
Like you're just gonna smile because you're gonna start appreciating those things that that Tarantino does.
Exactly.
This is why Inglourious Basterds is like my 5th time I've seen it.
Oh shit. I think it's my 3rd.
Yeah. This is why I really want to watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood again.
Yes.
Because I feel like I'm going to like love it way more. And that's what's also hard about doing the podcast is because we're like judging new movies off like what we saw in theater, why we do our theater experience segment.
Yeah.
Because like that adds to it. Like your whole theater experience.
Does.
So when you have times to watch it multiple times, you're like, okay, like I love this movie. I don't know.
Or when you could just like watch the scene. Like one, that's what... I like DVDs, you can just
rewind
put it in. You can go.
Yeah, see when you're streaming, you just rewind. Yeah. We can pause if I gotta go to the bathroom, but there's just all that shit is a fact. It's actually a factor, and I don't think people take that into consideration when they review movies. Like,
yeah, like the film community is so.
It's so strict.
It's so strict and hardcore, and like. At times it's hard to like because people are like, well, you didn't talk about this, so how can you give it that score? Right, you didn't even analyze and that's blah. What's hard. Yeah, but that's why I like doing this because it's just like...
I guess being a critic is super hard, but these people are rating movies probably off the first time they've seen it. Especially
and their experience. They're seeing it at Cannes. They're seeing the premiere. They're seeing it like on the red carpet or whatever, Or they're getting a DVD in their office and like, oh, well, I have to go home and watch this,
Yeah, or even YouTubers because they got to get it out as soon as possible. And it's rushed or they haven't thought it through all the way. And that's why... some of these movies where you don't really realize that you love it until you've seen it a couple times, or that you really, really love it. I knew I liked the movie. We rewatched it. Brooke just turned it on and was like, we're going to watch it. And I was like, all right.
Cool. Easy.
And then I just like had such a fun time. We were laughing. She was covering her face during Swiss cheese Hitler, but
she can't watch Django, man.
Dude.
If she watched, I had to cover my eyes in Django. I had to cover my eyes.
She's seen Django. I'm really worried about Death Proof with her.
Oh my God, no!
And I'm really worried about Kill Bill. You need to
tell her about that scene.
I did. Proof. I tried to show her on YouTube, and she freaking.
No,
she couldn't.
Can't.
Dude. Listen to this story before we get off the air. I tried to show her. I tried to show her Death Proof scene.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, like.
If you want to watch this,
I was
like,
I know you didn't handle Tarantino Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I know it was a lot for you, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, look, Death Proof's a funny movie. It's a good movie, right?
Yes, it is.
It's young Curdy, and
not even
young, middle-aged Curdy. There's just one scene, and it's just really bad. There's just girls in the car, and like her
I didn't see it coming.
Legs get chopped off, heads get bashed in.
Fuck.
So I loaded up on YouTube. I ended up closing it because right when he turned the lights on, when he turned, I'm like, she's gonna hate me. I closed it. I was like, don't worry, babe, it's fine.
Good.
We'll watch it someday.
Oh, you can't. I'm gonna tell her. I'm snapping her. You have to tell her,
dude. I told her what happens, but like,
Brooke, thanks for taking that hit.
Yeah, I don't know if she's gonna watch that one.
Are we gonna have her on the? We had her on the pod before, but that was way.
I tell her to come back, man.
Dude,
I told her.
We need her.
I told her to get back on, man.
We need her.
We'll have to do one. She wants to do this movie, but it's not on Netflix anymore, and it's real indie, like real indie.
Okay.
You would like it. I think.
Probably.
I don't know if you've seen it yet, but I love it. We actually love this movie. So we'll have to do it.
Okay.
But I don't know where we're gonna get it. It might be in like that Walmart $5.
Are you gonna tell me off the air?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
I don't like to spoil too much shit for people. I like to keep them guessing.
Keep you downloading.
But that's it, man. Zeros around. And
we need a bad movie. We need to do a bad movie.
We need a shit movie.
Yeah, we haven't done a 4.
Hey, what horror movies are out right now?
Dude, you're right. It Chapter 2 though, you're safe. That's gonna be a 0. For me.
It Chapter 2 looks
1.
so good.
I can't wait. I'm gonna see it Friday or Saturday.
Stylistically, just from the trailer, like
you saw the first one, right?
No,
dude, it's good.
I've seen like
it's good.
I've seen like it like OG.
I haven't seen the OG one.
Okay, I've seen OG it.
Dude,
I've seen I'm like you. I've seen YouTube clips of it one. But
Cinema
you know,
Sins.
I'm more. I'm more intrigued on it too because of the cast.
The adults, yeah.
Yeah, they're adults.
For sure.
You got freaking James McAvoy, and you got
Jessica.
Yeah, you got so many good people in that, and it just looks It's so stylistically creepy. I don't necessarily know if it's going to be a lot of. Well, there'll be jump scares, but I don't necessarily think it's going to be like. It's going to be more uncomfortable in terms of like creepy visuals than like I'm jumping out of a corner.
For
thing.
sure.
And I like those type of horror movies.
Gets in your head.
I'd rather be uncomfortable than gore and jump scares. I'd rather just be like, fuck, this is just like a mind fuck, but also like, so. Yeah, we need to do a shit movie.
We got it.
Guys,
we gotta get
comment on
us,
the worst movie you've ever seen, and we'll do like a side episode on that.
The YouTubes. Comment below.
Comment, and then on social media, on Instagram,
and we might do it, dude.
Facebook, or Twitter at The Film Crawl.
Dude, Bubble Boy. I don't know where
I can't disrespect Jake.
There's no way we'll find it.
I can't disrespect Jakey.
After all the love we give Jakey, he's fine. He's fine.
There's too many Jakey films we haven't done yet.
I know.
Though.
We gotta do Nightcrawler, man.
Fuck, it's so
There's
good.
a list. We need to make a list.
I have a list.
Fuck, I know.
It's in my head.
We gotta talk business talk. We gotta go, guys.
And that's it for this episode, guys. It's been a pleasure. Thank you guys so much for listening and downloading. Again, let us know what you thought of Inglourious Basterds on the comment section.
Tell us like what we got wrong or what you disagree with, agree with us.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know.
Yeah.
I don't really know how this film was perceived when it came out.
Yeah. We would love to know.
You know, when it first dropped. So, but if you rewatch it again, maybe you'll have a good time. I don't know, but. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday.
Bye.